What's going on, golf addicts? It's the Honda. We're going to get weird in tonight's podcast because it's a weird week. It's not an elevated event. It's PGA National. We know what's up. We're the Tour Junkies. I'm DB. I got Pat Perry with me. We've been doing this a long time. All right. We know what we know about the Honda, and we're going to do things a little different tonight. We're going to mix it up. Okay. Pat, are you okay?
No.
Pat,
No, I'm not okay. DB.
You don't look so hot. You don't look so hot. Do you need to get anything off your chest? Are you okay? I want to give you space right up in the beginning here.
I'm pissed, DB.
Yeah.
I'm tired of a lot of things right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get a sip of my podcast. Jeez.
What you got? I got some Tito's tonight. Oh wow. Oh well, we're really going for it. Started late, so you got to throw it back.
Just a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. I'm tired of technical difficulties, DB.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I'm tired of freaking John Rahm winning everything. I'm down, DB. I'm down. I'm like, I can't pick anybody that's good. Nobody. None of my picks. They all suck. All of my picks suck.
Yeah.
Prize picks. I mean, you go whatever. DraftKings, betting card, nothing. Not a single win all year. It started at like the first tournament of the year. Colin Morikawa had it in his hands. And we lost it.
Yeah.
So I need to change things up, DB.
Yeah.
And I even got a tattoo. You see that, DB? on my face.
Is that a sandwich? Oh,
no, it's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly.
That's a butterfly. I made it myself. That's a butterfly, DB. You know what butterflies stand for? I Googled it. I Googled what does a butterfly tattoo stand for?
What does it stand for?
Rebirth.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got a little caterpillar. It goes into a cocoon, and it bursts out into a beautiful butterfly. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
That's amazing.
I'm going to get that.
You're gonna shed the skin, and you're gonna get into your little thingy, and you're gonna come out, and you're gonna flap wings of golf betting.
Let me stick that under so you can see it better.
Dang, dude. That's God, props to you, man. You know, you have kind of sucked, man. You've sucked. If it involves Pat and making a pick about anything, it has sucked. I mean, except for the first week with Prize Picks. You gave us a banger with Prize Picks week 1. And you did it. You know, that's the thing, Pat. Let me try to encourage you here. And all you sports bettors out there, you golf bettors out there. And wait a minute, I know this is a DFS show. We're going to get to DFS. But Rahm is just he's effing up all the energy. He's effing up all the energy, and it is what it is. And we've been in the game a long time, Pat. We've been doing this a long time, and you're going to go through these seasons. But you know what? You were on Morikawa. You were on Morikawa at the Century. He had it. You're exactly right. He gave it up. You had him at 20-1. You were there, okay? And then there was another one. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Maybe that was it. But still, you were there on that one.
Yeah.
And
I forgot what it was too, but I was there.
You might have been there. You might not have been. We're not sure. But I do believe in the rebirth. I think it's good. And you know what? What better time to do that than now?
Yes.
You know what I mean, Pat? The time is now. This is the Honda. Do you know what the Honda is all about? Let me tell you what the Honda is about.
Sedans.
No. Well, for one more year. RIP.
Okay.
The Honda is about it's all hip fire. It's just hip fire.
I like that. I like that.
You know, you're not like getting down in the sight, and zeroing in your thing and using your little laser sight thing. It's not about that. It's not about how many clicks you got to turn it to hit the guy and the windage and the elevation and the how much the bullet's going to drop. We're not trying to do that. This is a Honda. It's going to get weird. Okay, weird. John Rahm here. There's water on 15 holes. It's a hard freaking golf course. There's wind blowing. There's sand everywhere. There's it's hard. It's hard. And you know what else, Pat? I got good news for you. You know what the other good news is? We have a tremendous record at the Honda. You know why? Because we're just two boys that like to get weird. Not together, but just independently golf betting. But we like to get weird. And that's why we're so good at the Honda. Do you know what we've done at the Honda, Pat? Do you remember? Do you recall? Sometimes you got to turn around and look back at what you've done to kind of help rebirth. You know what I mean?
Well, I recall Keith Mitchell, but that was you had Keith Mitchell.
I did 150 to 1, 2019.
Did I have a Johnny Vegas first round leader bet?
You had a Johnny Vegas first round leader bet at 100 to 1. What'd you have last year, big guy? Huh? What'd you have last year? You got it.
What did I have?
Give yourself some. You had
Sepp.
I had
Straka. I forgot. Sepp.
Dude, yes. If you can pick Sepp Straka to win a golf tournament, you can pick anything. You can pick anybody, anything. You can be right anytime. Now, you had him at 150 to 1. Guess what's even crazier than that, though, Pat? Do you remember what happened the year before Sepp Straka?
Oh, yes, I do.
Possibly the wildest thing in Tour Junkies history.
Yes, the guy that's gone over to live.
Yeah, we had him on both our cards.
Yes, both cards.
We had Matt Jones at 150 to 1 on my betting card, on your betting card. We operated.
He was wire to wire, if I recall.
What are we talking about? The Honda is our pish. We own the Honda. We own it. We don't own a Honda, but we own the Honda. And whatever this is called next year, we hope it's still around. We're going to own that too. This is our jam. If there's ever a time for you to come out of your cocoon and be a butterfly for the rest of the season, it is now. And I believe in you.
Okay. I feel better. I feel like the cocoon was really dark inside. It was really dark, but I see an opening. It's like a little
light coming in.
A little light just peered in. And the butter and me as a little butterfly just went like I was ripping something to come out as a beautiful butterfly.
Don't rip something. I don't want you to rip something. It's always darkest before the dawn. That's Batman right there, dude. It's always darkest before the dawn. So, hey, listen, drop some encouragement in the chat for Pat right now, okay? If you're in the chat, if you're live, drop some encouragement. But if you're not live, put it in the comments on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, like the video. Give Pat some encouragement. He needs some encouragement, okay? Well, this is the DFS show. We're going to get into it, but let's do that. You know what, though, Pat? At the same time, we've been doing the best we can with what we're working with, bro. I mean, the Nut Hut is still, despite Jon Rahm winning every freaking event he pegs it in, the Nut Hut is still crushing, bro. Because, I mean, even Jon Rahm, our boy Dame. I think it's Dame. Was it Dame? Dame comes into the Nut Hut last week. Goes, DB, I got a free bet, $50. What should I do? I want to put on a long shot. I said, don't put on a long shot. You got $50, dude. Put that on Jon Rahm. You know what he did? He put it on Jon Rahm. He's grateful. He's happy for us. We had some prize picks crushing. Listen, I'm another great example, Pat. How cold have I been on prize picks the last few weeks? How cold?
You've been pretty cold.
Ice cold.
Yes.
Ice cold. I crushed it this week.
I was starting to wonder if you even knew how to do prize picks.
I was too. I was 14.5x round 3, baby. How we like it. We were one birdie away from another 14.5x yesterday. We ended up getting like 2.5, I think, or 3x. Crushed it on prize picks. Our boy Joe Idoni is now like 28-4 in head-to-head matchups. My God. I think there's an LPGA event this week. Marcus will be in there dropping that. Showdown. We had people winning money on Showdown this week. I mean, the community's thriving, Pat. The community's thriving. You're going to come out of this, I promise. Okay, sorry, not Dame. Sorry, that was Aaron White. My bad. Aaron White was the Jon Rahm ticket. Good on you, Aaron. See, like we're still helping people. You're still part. We're all
helping people.
We're all in this together. Oh, anyway, get in the Nut Hut if you're not already. The link is in the description of the video and in the podcast. We're having a great time in there. The community is the best golf betting community around. Listen, we've had some people message and be like, why would I pay $20 a month for your picks? Well, it's not just our picks. Listen, and it's really not even all about that. It's about a community of people that love betting on golf in whatever capacity. We got prize picks people, we got underdog people, we got DFS, we got betting. We got a guy in there that damn loves him, some hole-in-one bets for crying out loud. First round leader people. We got all the people, strategy people, nerding out, want to nerd out people, just golf loving folks. And it's a tremendous community, and we have a great time in there. You got the live chat on Monday morning, the First Look show. That's really that family time. We get in together with family. On Wednesdays at lunch, we eat lunch together live. We throw questions off each other. It's really a good groupthink opportunity. It's beautiful. Yeah, see, Mike knows Omaha. He's like, these dudes hit outrights. I've seen it. Dang
he has seen it live.
Dang it, Mike, I've seen it. I have too. I see that hand. I see it. All right. So anyway, let's get it. Tiger. We missed on Tiger. We did miss on Tiger. I did not, but you know what? Everybody missed on Tiger. Yes, last week the question in the comment section on YouTube was like, "What are we? What does Tiger have to be priced for you to play him?" And literally nobody said I'm playing him. They were all like, "I'm not playing him." Yeah. And I think 3 or 4% of people did. And Tiger played well. And I was telling people to stay away from the made cut, miscut thing. I should have told him to bet on the make the cut at plus 150, 60, whatever it was. Tiger looked good, man. It was good to see. He hit the ball really well. You had Tampon Gate that was a blast to talk about. We got 1 million views on a TikTok thanks to Tampon Gate. Good week other than John Rahm. I had Max Homa, talked him up a bunch. We had Max Homa. Anything else to say about Tiger? I mean, looks good for Augusta, right?
Yeah, I think Tiger. I mean, I was quite impressed. What was even more impressive is he didn't look like that out of sorts with his health as far as like hobbling around and stuff like that. He looked the best I've seen him on the golf course in a while.
He really did.
He's out there like ready. Like I think he can contend in Augusta. Now it is a lot hillier there.
Yeah,
in Augusta, but
he's gonna be ready.
He hit some damn good shots, and I mean, for not having played in tournament golf in a while, that was impressive.
The short game's still saucy too. He's talked about that little short game putting stuff he's got in the house at the house, and he just kills that. Casey, all right, Casey played Tiger. Good on you. It was good to see him do well, man. I mean, I do. It does give me a lot different look when it comes to Augusta. I was looking at his odds. I can't remember what they were. I want to say it was like 50-1, which definitely looks a hell of a lot better now than it did last week. So yeah, it was fun to see. Good to see Tiger. We don't need to belabor the point because he's not here. Yeah, he's not here. Pat, have you noticed anything new about me today?
You're standing up.
I'm standing, dude. I feel free. Now my headphone cord's a little short, so I feel like if I get too wild, I'm gonna either rip the headphones off my head or I'm gonna break my interface over here. But yeah, dude, I got this. I got the stand desk and I'm up. I feel different.
Yeah,
It feels different.
I'm not quite into stand up mode yet. I'm still a little grumpy.
I could be like, "We ready? We ready? All right." Yeah, but I like it. I like the stand up. I like the energy. Feels good. Get some blood flowing in the knees, hit my stand goal, close some rings, even though I don't wear the Apple Watch. But all right, let's get into this, Pat. It's the Honda. Now, we talked about this morning in the First Look show, and Pat and I have been texting about it over the weekend, and we've decided to make an executive decision this week.
Yeah.
F the research.
Now, this is before I got into like depressed mode too. Like or no, it was really kind of after. I don't know. I don't know when it was. It just
it
just happened.
This is just F the research week. The research. We don't care. Listen, your research, you can throw it out the window because you know what? It doesn't matter at the Honda. Listen, take it from guys like us. We know, okay? We've crushed it here 3 out of the last 4 years. Hello? Sepp Straka, Matt Jones, Keith Mitchell. Shut your mouth, okay? If we say this is not overthink Nerdville week, then it's not. So if you're coming here expecting detailed analysis and stats and models, no, we're not doing that this week. Don't do it. It's dumb. It's futile. It's did you say feudal or futile?
I think it's feudal.
Okay. Yeah, that's right, AK. That's the spirit. Yeah, we're just this is the Honda is the tournament. It's the I don't even know if there's another tournament of the year, Pat. Think about this. This is what the Honda is. This is a US Open where the top 50 in the world ain't invited.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who's winning, huh? Because if it's
That's
a
true.
US Open, they're all here, and you're like, oh, cream rising to the top, hard golf course, going to separate the I don't know, the sheep from the wolves or whatever. I don't know. It's going to separate the good from the bad. It's going to rise to the top. Well, here you don't have any top. So who's going to win? You tell me.
I mean, here's the thing. This is why I like this week, though. You can go with your gut a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Because you really, I mean, it is pure carnage from Thursday morning when they tee off till Sunday when somebody wins. I mean, that is just what happens at the Honda. All right. So you can do all this research. You can hurt your brain and try and overthink things.
Yeah.
And in the end, Matt Jones is going to win.
Yeah.
Or somebody like
You're
that.
gonna be like,
Or Seth Strider.
Jones, what the? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. So we're not doing it. We're not going to get super cerebral tonight. We're going to talk through some names. We're going to get our 6K draft in, which Pat, again, crushed. We're doing that good. We are doing that really well. The 6K drafts have been damn good. We had 4 of 6 make the cut last week with a T20 and Sam Ryder. That's pretty good for 4. There wasn't even a high 6 of 6 percentage last week. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk through the ranges. And we're going to do something fun, too. We're making lineups tonight that are hate lineups for the other person. So I've made a lineup of players that I know Pat hates, and Pat's going to do the same thing with players I hate. And then we're going to square them off against each other, and the loser spins the wheel and has to do the punishment. How about that? So that's what we're going to do. That's going to be fun. Before we get into the 9K range, remind everybody the Masters contest is still going. You can get $500 worth of Augusta National Masters merchandise shipped to your front door. My God, what are we even talking about? A man with a butterfly drawn on his face and $500 in free Masters merch, and you haven't even hit the like button yet, or the subscribe button, or the gosh dang subscribe on Apple Podcast button. What are we even doing? Go watch something else if that's not your speed. But here's how all you have to do to win is leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you're on Apple, you also have to write a review. Write something nice about the show. Write what you like. Write that you respect that Pat would write on his face. I mean, this man's a professional. He's got a white-collar job in corporate America. He's going to have to wake up and scrub that thing off tomorrow morning. Respect the game. You know what I mean? Leave a review. That helps us. It's free for you, and it helps us. But we're going to pick somebody leading up to the Masters, and somebody's going to win $500. Me and Pat are going to pick you, and then we're going to get your sizes, your wish list from the Masters Pro Shop, because you can't be there this year, and we can. And so we're going to go in the Pro Shop, and we're going to shop for you. We're going to pick out what we can, get the right sizes, get everything you asked for, hopefully, put it in a bag, ship it to your house. That's all you had to do. Leave a review. So knock that out, okay?
Boom.
Okay. 9K, 10K range, Pat. I got 2 names in here that I'm going to put on my Pat hatred lineup. I got 2 names.
Okay.
Now, I'm pretty sure I know you hate the first one because he's probably the most outspoken Gator in the land.
Oh yeah.
And he's priced at 9,700, and his form sucks. So Billy Horschel is going in the hatred lineup. Does that fit?
Yeah, that fits.
I mean, I don't love Billy here at all. I don't. I mean, obviously he's played well here before, but who cares? Like, course history, throw it out the window. I don't know that we've hit that hard enough, but course history, what's the thing I saw today? Of the last like 7 winners or something, 10 winners here, they've all had a missed cut at this tournament within 3 years of winning. I mean, it just happens. This is just weird. So course history doesn't matter. You can have good course history, no course history, first timers, been here a bunch, throw it out the window, doesn't matter. Too many variables here at the Honda. Billy Ho, good record here, but he sucks lately. So he's going in the hatred lineup. The next guy going in the hatred lineup that I love, and I think it's more that I love him that is why you hate him, or you don't. I just don't. I feel like you think he's overrated, or you think I'm too high on him, especially this year. But it's Aaron Wise.
Yeah.
It's Aaron Wise. At 9,200, coming off a miscut, coming off and not really doing great. Miscut at the Phoenix, miscut at the Amex. Not the start to the year that I projected for young Aaron Wise, but he lives around these parts, I believe. And I don't know. I actually believe this is a spot I'm going to play. I'm going to play Aaron Wise because there's three things that I do love about players that I'm picking this week. And that is one, that I believe they, have a high upside, which we know Aaron Wise does. Number 2, approach. Number 3, around the green. That's all I care about. You don't have to hit it far. Don't care. Pat, did you know that in the last 3 years, 69 players have finished top 20 at this golf tournament in the last 3 years? 4 of them, 4 of the 69 averaged longer than 290 yards off the tee. You ain't got to hit it long here.
No.
So for Wise, though, I know that long-term, albeit Phoenix and Amex were disappointing, he's a great iron player. He's a great scrambler. He can't putt. But I like him here and you hate him, right? That would qualify.
Yeah. Both of those qualify.
Okay, so I'm starting my hatred lineup, Billy Ho and Aaron Wise in this range. What are you doing? What do you like?
I mean, you had a little data there.
I got to sprinkle in a little bit. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't look at anything. But I'm going to look at it now. I'm going to look at it now while I'm doing this. But I've got 2 right here that I like for you. Okay. And I'm going to start at the bottom of the 9K range. And this guy, he has to be in your lineup. Okay. Denny McCarthy. Denny McCarthy at 9,100.
Thought you would go there.
Denny McCarthy's going in your lineup, DB. All right. Now, great putter. So I think he'll putt well this week.
I think he's another local too, actually.
Yeah. I think this is a tournament where if I'm just kind of looking through right now, you want to look at some bogey avoidance, that kind of thing. You do want to look at driving accuracy. Make sure you're not hitting it in the water on these 15 holes that have water. He's okay there. He's not very accurate off the tee.
Yeah.
Is decent in bogey avoidance. Pretty good ball striker. I don't care. Denny McCarthy's going in your lineup, DB.
He's definitely one I don't really get the hype on ever. But
all right, here's who else is going. We're going up top. We're going with the guy that finished second here last year. Now, if you remember, DB, I had a double. I had a double going. I had Sepp and Shane Lowry. Now,
yeah,
I wanted so either way, I was going to end up doing pretty well. Now, if Shane won, it was going to be, I don't know what the odds were on Sepp, but they're certainly longer than Shane Lowry.
I think it was 150 or 125. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. So I'm going to put Shane Lowry, though, in your lineup, DB.
I don't know if that qualifies. I don't know if I can qualify that one. I like Shane Lowry.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I play Shane Lowry. I like Shane Lowry. He's a jovial boy.
You haven't liked him lately.
Okay, I didn't like him. I didn't like him for 2 weeks.
All right, well, you're going to like him this week, and you're going to put him in your lineup.
Okay, well, that doesn't count for my hate. Like, you got to do something different. I like Shane Lowry. I'm not going to give you that one. I'm not going to lay down and let you go Shane Lowry on me.
Okay.
So you can make up for it later, or you can make up for it in this range. But I like Shane.
No, I don't want to make up for it in this range. All right, so you like Shane. So he's a like for DB. Okay.
Yeah,
he did play well last week at the Genesis top.
He did. I wish I would have had more of him. I got him wrong. I think. Let me ask you this: does Cooch hate Hondas? Or I'm sorry, the Honda. Does Cooch hate the Honda?
Well, let me see something here. Hang on. I'll answer that question for you. Yeah, obviously he hasn't played here in a long time.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, dang, dude. He hadn't found it in his schedule to get here in the last, 16 years. Right? Isn't that the last time he played here? It's been a while, right?
What?
2011, my bad.
You might have to, by the way, just if I'm looking through in the chat here, you might have to keep reminding folks every so often why I have a butterfly on my face.
No, they got to go back and watch the beginning.
You got
of
to
the show.
go back and watch the beginning.
I don't know. Cooch is one. It's interesting, right? Like he's been playing so good. I kind of want. So I had him written down as possible chalk here. We talk about this every week. I think Lowry could be chalky. You're going to hear the runner up. You're going to see the 14th last week. You're going to hear the lives around the golf course narrative, and so it could be chalky. I think Cooch could be chalky here, and I think Detry are your three possible chalk names. But Cooch, I have a little question mark about with why he hasn't made it out here in over 10 years. It's a course like you said, you don't have to hit it far, right? But he's here. I don't know. He's playing well.
Playing a lot lately.
I wonder if anybody really likes this place. You know what I mean? Like, does anybody really like PGA National, or do the guys that show up because they feel like they have to, or they need to? They need the points, or they need the status, or they need to take advantage of the field strength, or what it is why guys even show up here. I'm not sure that there's anyone in the field who maybe likes this place at all.
Rory used to just kind of start his year of totally avoiding the West Coast, and then he'd start here, which seems like the worst place imaginable where you're just going to start your year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody in this field's got to like this place. Somebody.
I hope I don't know.
You know who probably likes it? Minwoo Lee.
Oh, I love Minwoo Lee.
Minwoo Lee is going to love this place.
I think he'll be higher owned in higher dollar, sharper contests.
Yeah.
Like in the $5 or like the $15, $20 thing. He may go a little bit lower owned just because people don't know maybe necessarily, but the dude is playing really, really good right now. Hits it a mile, but we've seen the Bombers do really well here. They're going to club down off the tee, put it in the fairway, but they're going to have shorter irons in their hand hitting into these greens, which is that's the key. Is kind of your iron game here. So Minwoo is somebody I'm definitely interested in. I'm also having a hard time not going back to Noren for now the third week in a row where I'm going to let him just completely F my lineups. But I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. I played him at the Phoenix. I played him at the Genesis. Now I got him here. I just feel like he's going to be super low owned. I could get some leverage with him. He likes tough, windy conditions. I don't know. Can you help me with Noren at all, or am I on an island here?
Noren was one that I had written down as a guy I'd like to play this week. I mean, you look at him; he doesn't tend to make a lot of big numbers. Good putter. I think Noren's a play. The key is like, what are you going to do if you're playing cash? I wouldn't want to play cash this week.
I wouldn't want to either. I wouldn't want to. I would avoid cash. All right, I got one last question here, and this kind of encompasses names across the ranges here. But, a week like this, weak field, you're going to be paying prices for guys that you're not excited about. It's not going to feel good, okay? Relative to their price, who do you feel worse about? Maybe this would be a good YouTube comment question as well. If you want to drop this in the YouTube comments, this would be fun. Who do you feel worse about putting in your lineup? $9,700 out of form jackass Billy Ho. $9,100 in form team can't hit an iron, can't win anybody any money. Denny McCarthy. $8,700 Adam Svensson, which is quite the jump for old Adam. I mean, pre-RSM, he was a staple in the low sevens, high sixes. Or $7,300 past champion Padraig Harrington. Which one of those four would you feel worse about paying for and putting in your lineup, Pat?
Denny McCarthy.
What? Why? No way. You love Denny McCarthy. Are you kidding me?
I can't. I don't know. I don't love Denny. When did I say that?
You love Denny, the whole Denny shrimp thing. That whole thing was you. You love playing Denny. You get mad at me when I'm like, Denny sucks. Denny's overrated. Denny's
I
never
don't.
going to win.
I mean,
You do not love Denny.
I don't love. I think
I
Denny.
mean, you do love Denny. Wait a minute. Yes, you do love
Wait,
Denny.
this whole show's already backwards. You're confusing me now. No, I'm not taking Denny.
But I mean, you would take Billy at 9,700, Svensson at 8,700, or Padraig Harrington at 7,300 over Denny McCarthy at 9,100.
Well, Padre, yeah.
I'm saying relative to the price.
See, but I will say this: Denny is probably pretty dead on with the price. Billy Horschel is too. Padraig is not. Like, Padraig should not be 7,300. He should probably be like 6,400.
Padraig's probably the smart answer there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel good either way.
Svensson now is on, like, if we could go to the 8K range, he's there. He's on your team. He's on the hate team.
What? Hold on. Before we get to that, I do want to remind people, you got to go download the Leaderboard app. It's free. It's a free app. The link is in the description of the video and the podcast. I've been posting rounds on there. I posted one last week. Pat posted one last week. We did some giveaways. Hopefully you were paying attention. I've got some stuff going in the mail. Pat gave away to 2 people because he wanted to one-up me. But you can follow us. You can follow your friends on the app, track our rounds, see our stats, see what we did. And I threw it out there in the Nut Hut. I said, or on the app, I said, if somebody in the Nut Hut can tag me and tell me what my green and regulation percentage was for today, I will send you a free gift. So you got to be paying attention. Track us on the Leaderboard app, download it. It's free. And there are no extra things that they hit you with when you go to download the app that what do they call those add-on things? You don't have to pay for anything with the app. It links directly to your USGA GIN account. So your handicap, all you have to do is enter it in one place. Enter it in the Leaderboard app while you're tracking your stats, all that good stuff. But the other good stuff about it, we're going to get into this more later in the year or as the year goes by, because Leaderboard's been gracious. They partner with us for the rest of the year. The gambling games inside of Leaderboard, Nassau, Match Play, Skins, Nines, all these fun games that you can play with your buddies on the course. All you got to do is put the handicaps in, put everybody in the game. Leaderboard will fill out your dots for you, tally up the scores, tell you who owes what, and they'll even kick you over to Venmo in case your boys say they ain't got the cash on them. If they ain't keeping the cash on hand, they'll kick you over to Venmo. It's a really cool app, great app for playing by yourself or playing on the course with buddies, betting with your friends and all that good stuff. So support the Tour Junkies. That's a great way you can help us look good to Leaderboard. Show them that we've got this active, awesome community. Even if you're not ready to play golf yet, if it's really cold where you are, okay, it's coming. Download the app. It's free. Tinker around with it. Get it set up. It's easy to set up. Takes just a couple minutes to get it set up. So check that out. Leaderboard app on Apple iOS devices. Coming soon to Android too, I believe. New update that's about to drop too. It's going to be pretty cool. So also, you can look at your friends' GIN cards and handicap history. Pat, I've got some low scores about to drop off, which is going to be great just in time for member guest.
So. Yeah, we like that.
So you're putting Adam Svensson on my hate team. I'm not sure that I'll give it to you because I've already pushed back on.
Yeah, you can't stand Svensson.
It's not that I can't stand Svensson.
You made fun of him. You made fun of me when I took him in the Mayo draft. You talk about his distance off the tee.
I did?
You talk about his distance off the tee, like at the Sony or the Century Tournament of Champions. You were just hating Svensson. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't say I definitely love the guy.
I think this is a good week for him.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do I have anybody in this range? I don't think I have anybody in this range for you. All the rest of your guys are in the 7K, 6K spot. I don't know if I love Svensson. I like really only 2 names in here, which might surprise people. I love Johnny Vegas, which you talked about. We've had some good luck with Johnny V in the first round leader spot here back in 2019, 2018, I think, at 100 to 1. I like Johnny V just because at least the ball striking is hot right now. Like if you're trying to come into the Honda, trying to find it off the tee or with your mid and long irons, you are in trouble. I would much rather you be trying to find your putter like Johnny V is constantly trying to do than trying to find your ball striking. Because if you don't have your ball striking, your balls are going to be wet. So, like, you ever heard of wob? Wet ass balls? That's going to be you. If you can't hit your irons, you're going to have wob. And that's no fun. Nobody wants that. So, at least I know with Johnny V, the ball striking is there. And, he's got a great track record at the Honda. So, I think Johnny V is about as safe as it gets in this range. And then I really like a guy who I talked up last week in the 6K range who played quite well coming over from the DP World Tour, Adrian Meronk. I'm buying old Adrian. 45th place finish last week at the Genesis, whatever. Gain strokes, tee to green, 4.1 strokes tee to green, couldn't putt, but it's POA, who cares? So I'm digging Adrian. I'm just believing that because he's a DP World Tour staple, that he's good in the wind, which, we hadn't talked about weather, but this is going to be blowing a little bit. Nothing crazy, but it's going to be blowing a little bit. I like Meronk and I like Johnny V.
Okay. Well, I already mentioned Svensson, who's one of my favorite plays in here, and I'm putting him on your team, so you get him for your DraftKings lineup. But and I do like Johnny Vegas. I'm with you there. A guy that just kind of jumps out at me here is Harris English at 8,400. Obviously a really good putter. Has a good history here. From what I'm looking at, hasn't played here in a couple of years, but we do know he was injured last year. So Harris English, I think, is a pretty good play there at 8,400. If I want to here's the thing about this. All right, so we're creating lineups where I know you hate the player, but I think he could be good this week.
Yes, because your lineup and my lineup are going head to head, and the loser's going to have to spin the wheel.
You know who is always good in tournaments like this, DB? When you never know what's going to happen. And I'm going to put him
I think I know who you're about to say.
And I am going to put him in my lineup.
He's on my fade list.
Yeah, or I'm going to put him in your lineup, whatever.
Is it Higo?
Confused. It's Garrick Higo.
I hate that guy.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're in the family circle in the Nut Hut for the first look betting shows on Monday mornings at 10 a.m., we had a conversation about Higo today. I gave you a little inside intel, and it's been the talk of the Nut Hut so far today, and I'm fine with it. Put him on your team. I'm sure he's a nice kid. Okay, I'm sure he's a nice kid. Never want to play the guy. Literally never. Never one time in however long he's been on the tour, because it's been less time than we've been doing this. Have I ever been tempted to click his name ever? And I'm not tempted today. So I love the fact that he's on your team, because that is probably a free square for me.
Okay, well.
Can't stand the guy. Who do you think's the safest person in this range to make the cut?
I would say Johnny Vegas.
I think so too. Would you play anyone? These are the questions I have for the 8K range. Would you play anyone in this range if they got to 15%? Would you play Johnny Vegas at 15% in ownership?
I would play Vegas. I would play Vegas.
You'd play Vegas. At what point would you not play Vegas?
If he was 20, I would not play Vegas.
He's not going to be 20, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think a lot of people are going to love some Pendrith up here.
What about Poston? Is he not going to be?
I think
we're just going to forget about him because he's been playing bad.
JT is interesting. The only thing about JT is it kind of goes back to, I don't know. He's interesting. The irons, a little iffy, but he's interesting. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some intel on JT Wednesday. Okay, let's move on. We got to get. We're lagging. We're lagging behind. Wait a minute. Where am I? Okay, let's go to the 7K range, Pat. Let's talk 7K.
Okay,
this is where I have a lot of your.
I'm not writing this down. Are you writing this down?
No. God dang it. Hold on.
I don't have my damn pen. I forgot to bring it up here. I was too worried about my butterfly tattoo.
I got you.
I mean, I drew this damn thing myself, dude.
You did Denny McCarthy. You did Denny and you did Svensson so far, right? That's it.
And Higo.
Oh yeah. Okay. Denny Svensson. See, and he spells his name with all these extra letters. Higo. Okay. Let me ask you this question before we get into the 7K range, because here's something we got wrong last week, and I knew it was going to bite me. I freaking knew it, dude. God, I want to punch myself in the wiener for this. Effing Patrick Rodgers.
Yes. I can't even believe you fell for it. I think I tried to tell you not to fall for it.
Oh, pour vinegar in my eye next time I want to. You know what? If I take Patrick Rodgers again and somebody remember this. If I take Patrick Rodgers again and he misses the cut at high ownership, or no, if he just misses the cut and I take him, I have to put something painful in my eyeball. One of my eyeballs. I'll do it on the show.
Can I talk about Patrick Rodgers for a second? This is sort of a PSA for a lot of folks that I think we need to hear about Patrick Rodgers, okay? There is a thing about Patrick Rodgers where you see him for certain events, like last week for DB. Maybe this week. I don't know. He's made a lot of cuts here.
He withdrew.
Oh, wait. You're right.
My question was, is there any player you'd rather see withdraw?
Thank God. Yeah, thank God he withdrew.
Rodgers. I don't think there is.
But here's the thing. I know he withdrew, but here's just the thing about Patrick Rodgers, okay? Stop worrying about whether or not you're going to miss when Patrick Rodgers does something good, okay? Because I have had to learn this, all right? If Patrick Rodgers wins a golf tournament and you don't have him in your DFS lineup or you don't have him as an outright, it's okay. It's all right.
But you just feel like
everybody's so worried about missing out on Patrick Rodgers, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore if Patrick Rodgers wins 5 tournaments in a row and I don't have him for any of them.
Dude.
Okay. Anyway, thank the Lord he withdrew.
I mean, that's the question. Serious question. Is there any player in this field you would rather see withdraw than Patrick Rodgers today?
I don't think so. Let me look. Hang on.
If John Rahm were in here, maybe him.
Yeah.
Dave says he just put the mortgage on Patrick Rodgers. Well, he withdrew, so screw you, Dave.
Yeah.
God, I don't know that there is. I'm so glad he's not sitting there at 7,900 because honestly, he would feel like a value based on how he's played.
I don't think there's anybody in here that's a trap like him.
His little oven mitts that he wears when it's cold.
You know who's approaching there? No, this is mean. I can't say that. Never mind.
Yeah, don't say it. Nobody's approaching.
Okay.
Let's be real. Nobody's approaching Patrick Rodgers. All right, I've got. I think there's 2 or 3 names. Let's see. Okay. All right, I got one for you. This is one I think you. I don't know that you're up to hate this guy yet, but I feel like it's similar to Wise, where like I've been kind of on him, and you haven't really gotten on board, and think I'm like overselling it. So we'll see. I don't think you're a big fan of S.H. Kim at 7,400.
Yeah, I've had him, and I'm lukewarm, I would say.
Yeah, that's kind of where I pegged you. Kind of lukewarm.
Like I'm not clicking on him if that's what you're kind of getting at. Like I'm going to pass over him.
Yeah, you're not really.
You're going to put him in your lineup then.
Yeah, I'm playing him. I mean, he's in my Pat. He's in my Pat. Doesn't like my hate Pat lineup.
Okay.
Now the next one I know you hate, and you've tried to you've tried to be this guy is actually might be approaching. This guy may be approaching Patrick Rodgers territory, but he's won multiple times on the PGA Tour. It's just been a while. Russell Knox, $7,200.
Now,
Knox guy.
I don't hate Russell Knox. I love his sister's wonderful. She's a wonderful person.
Yes, love Diane. Big
Diane
fan.
Noxie. Although she's married now. She's got a different name. Beautiful kid. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I think I'm pushing back on that one. I like,
dude. Yeah, I thought that was a lock.
No,
I just thought you did not like Knox at all.
You can't have Knox.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. So, okay. Okay. All right. I got one at 7,100 that I feel like you think I've overcommitted. Callum Tarrant. God, I love Callum Tarrant.
Put him in your lineup.
Yeah, you
Can't
don't like
stand.
Callum.
Yeah, put that guy in your lineup. Fine.
I'm going Callum Tarrant. My God, he was terrible last week. God, he was terrible. This is destined. This is now destined to. I mean, he did finish 30th here last year, but he was looking a little better coming into this event. I don't know. Actually, no, he wasn't. God dang, I forgot. He missed 5 straight cuts. This is what I'm talking about with the Honda. Callum Tarrant missed 5 straight cuts going into the Honda last year, and then finished 30th. This is welcome to the Honda. You know what I mean? I mean, geez. One thing I think that you got to think about is, I mean, the last 2 weeks, if they played the last 2 weeks, let's say they finished 50th, whatever, or you're looking at their stats and they rank whatever. That's against 2 elevated events, 2 elevated fields, right? Like, you kind of got to put that into perspective when you're looking at this field. So give those guys a little bit of grace, a little bit of bump. Now, Callum Tarrant, no grace for last week. You lost 10.5 shots, tee to green. That's just bad. But I like him enough. He's a bomber. 30th last year, I'll take it. I'd put him in a GPP lineup. Like, that, it's kind of that. You know what I mean? I don't hate it, but I know you hate him. So he's going in the lineup. Damn, I got to think of somebody to put in for the SH Kim spot. All right, you go.
All right, I got a few here. This is one that I'm not sure I know why you seem to not like this guy, but I don't think you ever have taken him for a lineup. Maybe you have before. But he actually, if I'm looking at some stats just now, as I'm looking at it, he's checking boxes. He's a top 20 ball striker in the field. He's top 25 in bogey avoidance. He is number 1 in driving accuracy.
Already thrown out too many stats for him to do well at the Honda. Already.
Yeah, I know. Aaron Rye, 7,700 is going in. The DB hates him, but Pat's going to take him on.
I don't hate Rye. You hit him
but
weeks ago on the Better Sports Network show we do.
I did, as a first-round leader.
See, look at there. You forgot about that. You forgot about that one, big guy.
Thank you. Thank you, DB.
I don't love him. I'll give you Aaron Rye.
Okay.
Thank you. You're gonna have to be a little generous to me now on the next one.
Well, I have another one. Hang on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hang on. This is another one that I feel like you just haven't been able to get on board with him. You have not. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe it's because he only has a 2-letter last name and you.
Oh, yeah. I don't like him.
You can't get behind guys with a 2-letter last name.
It's not enough letters. It's like, whose last name has 2 letters?
Brandon Wu.
Yeah. I don't like I don't understand the Brandon Wu affection. I really don't. I mean, I get I don't understand it.
You know what? He's got the perfect course history here to win, DV. He's never made a cut. Yeah. Yeah. So he's going to win. Or he's going to finish top 10. Brandon Wu, I like him. 7,300. He's going in the lineup.
It's really killing me because SH was my guy. I don't know that you even dislike enough people in here. I can't find another one. I can't believe. Are you done? No, you have one more. Jeez, I don't have. Well, let me tell you who I don't like here either. But this one can't go in your hate lineup because I like this guy. I just don't like him this week. I think Jaeger is a trap this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't do Stefan Jaeger at 7,800. Iron sucks in the wind. He's not played well here. I'm not buying Jaeger. Names I like just real quick. I mean, obviously Griffin. Robbie Shelton is very interesting to me. I think I'm not going to play Lee Hodges. I like Lee Hodges, but I think we might want to temper our expectations after last week, even being, T18. Byung-Hun An, I like. Hayden Buckley, even though he was terrible last week, I think he is very interesting at this golf course. SH I'm into. Grayson Sig at 7,200 feels like a great value for a guy who's just going to hit a lot of greens.
Maybe you need to like erase Sig from your memory for a few.
No.
Yeah,
Why? He's done great. Why? He's been fine. Why would I need to do that?
I mean, he barely made it in on the cut last week, right?
No, I think last week he missed the cut.
No, missed the cut last week.
No, but the week before he finished 57th, but he was like 35th in DraftKings scoring. He's been scoring. He's fine.
Okay, all right.
He's got a high floor and he's cheap. And I think now that he's on the East Coast, we're back Southeast, we're on Bermuda. That's G-Sig, dude. And this guy can chip, bro. Did you see the video that his coach posted of him chipping yesterday? It's unbelievable. I saw it myself with my own two eyes at the RSM. Like, great short game, good iron play. He's happy to be off the West Coast. I think G-Sig's in play. Let me tell you about a guy I've not said his name all year, but I'm interested. 7K even from Fort Worth, Texas. Played at Oklahoma State University. You think they play in a little wind, Pat? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Sam Stevens is in play for me this week. The Korn Ferry Tour profile, quite nice for Sam Stevens. Top 35 in driving distance, third in green and reg, top 40 in putting, 14th in scrambling for Sam Stevens. Playing well lately. I think old Sam Stevens at 7K is a sneaky low-owned option. I really can't find another name in here to go in your hate lineup, and it's making me mad because I don't want to play two 6K guys now.
Is there? I've got to be. You're leaving a lot of money on the table, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to
do this week. Yeah,
that's why I'm trying to figure that out.
I've got to now because you took Shane Lowry out, and now I've got to drop all the way down. I got a guy.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna finish it out with this guy. Just because if this guy beats you, see, part of this is like obviously I'm going against you.
Yeah, but you want me to lose to these guys.
But I want you to lose to these guys.
Yeah.
And I can't think of anything better than Peter Malnati.
God, I knew that
to wrap up my lineup.
His name. I almost said him earlier. I almost said, I can't believe you hadn't said Peter Malnati.
Peter Malnati is going in the lineup. I don't care that he's missed his last two cuts here. I don't care. I like the recent form. He's on a heater. He's on a Malnati heater. All right.
A Malnati heater.
So
God, malnourished.
At 7,100, he's going in my lineup that's going to beat you, and he's going to as soon as we win, he's going to rip that bucket head off his head. He's going to dance around and just like a rodeo cowboy.
That's so wrong. God, that's wrong. All right, you know what? I'm going to beat you and I'm going to leave so much salary on the table. It's not even funny. By the way, I also like Dylan Fratelli at 7,100.
Yes. Why does Fratelli like – this is an event for Fratelli, I think.
Yeah.
This is it. Okay, now I'm a little nervous about what you're going to
All right, before we get into this the 6K draft, I have to finalize my hate lineup. You finalized yours. It's Denny McCarthy, Adam Svensson, Garrett Kigo, Aaron Rye, Brandon Wu, Peter Malnati. I hate all those guys. Svensson, I'm kind of on the fence with. Rye, I'm on the fence with. The rest of them, no. I mean, the first one is obvious. $6,900. The Nut Hut knows. Mr. Matt Wallace.
Oh, gosh.
We know you hate Matt Wallace.
I cannot stand Matt Wallace, and there's no way he can win. So I hate to tell you that.
He doesn't have to win. He doesn't have
to.
No,
but I mean, no way he can win in a lineup versus me.
I mean, he's got a top 20 here. You know, the iron play's kind of been coming around. He's good around the greens. He's just terrible off the tee for whatever reason. So I think he can get away with it here. I'll go Matt Wallace. That's one. Now, God, I mean, who the hell else can I pick? By the way, Danny Lee's playing at Live. I don't think he's formally withdrawn yet, but he's on Live. Okay, I got a name that we kind of, I don't know, we kind of both hate him. Can I do that? I mean, we didn't say we couldn't, right?
No.
We didn't say we couldn't. All right, well, you forced my hand now. I've got to go into the 6K range. 6,800 Ryan Moore.
That's so funny because I had him on there before I went to Malnati. I almost went with Ryan Moore for you, so that counts because I can't stand him.
Well, I hate that I have to end up with
But
him
I
on my
actually
team.
kind of
So
like him this week. I
my
think he
team is
might.
Horschel, Wise, Knox, Callum Tarrant, Matt Wallace, and Ryan Moore. God, that's a terrible lineup. All right, let's get to the 6K range. Before we do, I want to remind everybody to check out our friends at Front Nine Coffee. Listen, people, the Front Nine Coffee folks, they're killing it, okay? And they keep reminding us that, I still continue to dominate the coffee sales. DB's large bucket of nuts hazelnut blend is a delicious cup of coffee if I've ever had one. Okay. So if you just go to Front Nine Coffee, that's front, the number 9coffee.com, use promo code TJ10. That gets you 10% off every order. You can keep coming back and doing it. So if you've ordered before and you love it, order some more. Do it again. Okay. This is a local small business in Augusta, Georgia, in our backyard. Great people. They love golf and they love coffee and they want to serve good coffee to good people that love golf too. Okay. And they're supporting the Tour Junkies and we appreciate it. So if you appreciate us, go appreciate them and order some coffee. Go to front9coffee.com. Get you something in the basket. You could also order Pat's coffee as well. The Espresso Milano blend, a little stronger. It's a good coffee. It's not as good as mine, but it's a good coffee. You can try them both, taste test them, and see what you get, see what you like. But it's good stuff. They're gonna roast it fresh after you order it. Okay. So you're going to order it and it's not going to be at your door like tomorrow, like Amazon. No. Okay. Good things take time. You don't want stale coffee. So they're going to roast it right after you order it. You can get whole bean or ground, ship it to your door within a couple days. It's delicious. Give it a try. Front9coffee.com. There is a link in the description of the YouTube video as well as the podcast. Promo code TJ10 when you order. Please do that. 6K draft, Pat, and we will button this bad boy up. We've already mentioned a couple names in the 6K, but this one we actually want to try to make it good picks. Okay. Good picks. Here we go. I think I'm first this week.
Okay.
I think you were first last week. I'm going to start up top. I'll go ahead and go up top to a guy who's been in the 6K draft before. He's a regular guy, but he's a decent guy. He's a decent human. Probably make a hell of a State Farm agent if he wasn't playing golf. Ben Martin, 6,900. Hadn't been here since 2018, where he finished 33rd. Oh, Ben Martin coming off a T13 at Pebble, T32 at the Sony. Does good on these courses where you don't have to be a bomber. Let's go, Ben Martin.
Okay. I don't mind that. All right. I'm going to go with Satoshi Kodaira.
Yes, I have him on my team.
Yeah, 6,700. I like him a lot this week.
Agreement.
Now, again, another perfect course history here with 3 missed cuts in his last 4 years. That's fantastic. T36, though, in 2021. Recent results have been pretty good. And then if you look at the stats for him, I got to throw out the fact that, I mean, this is a guy who checks a lot of boxes. I mean, great driver of the golf ball, accurate, doesn't make a whole lot of bogeys, strokes gain approach, top 10, ball striking top 10. This guy, when he won Hilton Head, right? Isn't that what he won?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of, I mean, a quirky, not similar in some ways, you would say. So, and I don't know if I like that course either. But Kodaira, 6,700. There you go.
Okay, I like Kodaira. He was on my list. How can we not play? If you're talking ball striking, iron play, long-term, good around the green, but consistently good iron player in the low sixes or high 6K range, Andrew Novak, coming off a T12 at the Sony, made the cut at the Farmers, big boy golf course there. T20 at Pebble Beach. He's played here twice, made the cut once. Andrew Novak. What do you think?
I like Novak. That's a good one.
6,700.
I mean, I was going to say Ryan Moore. Does he count even though he's already been talked about?
We could use Ryan Moore. I mean, I do think Ryan Moore is, even though I can't stand his little ass, I think he's probably a decent play here.
I think he is too, which is one reason I wrote him down for your hate lineup. Had a top 10 at Pebble Beach, which is really the first sign of some good play by him in a while. But I like Ryan Moore here. So 6,800, go him.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't. Yeah. Okay. I don't hate it, dude. You know, like Johnny Vegas, right? Where it's just really like 6,600. Just make the cut, man. That's all I need you to do. I just need you to make the cut. So I need a high floor out of you. Well, here's a guy who does best in difficult conditions. Check. Does best in windy and moderate conditions. Check. Can't putt worth a crap, but his best putting surface out of the major 3 is Bermuda. Check. Made his last cut in a stacked field, finished 32nd. Jason
Duffner. I knew you were going to do that.
And his record at the Honda is solid, dude. Like Duffner could be a dog this week.
All right. Man, this is so difficult down here.
I got a couple names I still like.
I think I don't know. Yeah, I might let you take my last play here.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the options. Take a look. Talking about old guys again, veterans, right? Sean O'Hare. Have you seen? I mean, Sean O'Hare. Remember him?
Do that.
You can't?
No.
Why not? Is he hated?
No, I just can't do it. Can't do it.
Good ball striker, dude. Good ball striker in these weak fields, dude. Look at his Honda record. And I mean, I know we're saying like course history, throw it out the window, but when you're talking about 6K range, course history might be all you have. Like it just might be all you have. I think in the 6K range, form, course history, just take one of them. If you get one,
here's what we'll do then. How about we do this? If we want to go with form, what about Tano Goya? Has made his last 3 cuts.
I don't mind Tano. I interviewed Tano. It never got published, but I interviewed Tano. He's a good guy. He is in good form.
Yeah. I mean, for where we are at 6,600 in all 6K.
Let's do Tano.
Let's do him.
All right, 6K draft lineup is Ben Martin, Satoshi Kodaira, Andrew Novak, Ryan Moore, Jason Duffner, and Tano Goya. Yo, that's ugly. All right, keep track of the hate lineups. Maybe we'll post those somewhere. You can track them up. Loser's going to have to spin the wheel, see what's up. By the way, Pat, you remember, you do owe us a sexy picture you got to post for losing the last one. So, listen, let's have a great week. May your screens be green. Check out the betting show. Sleepers video drops on Tuesday. Betting show on Tuesday as well. See y'all in the Nut Hut. We'll have live chat at lunchtime on Wednesday. Live chat Wednesday night to get us prepped, ready to go. We're back on the East Coast now, in the Lord's time zone. So we're going to have early lineup lock. You're going to get to wake up and check your phone. It's exciting. All right. Thanks for watching. It's the Honda. Let's get weird. And may your screens be green. See ya.
Oh!